Hey everyone, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're going to unlock the absolute blueprint for scaling your MSME. We're talking about the Procurement and Marketing Support Scheme, or, PMS for short. Look, if you're a micro, small, or medium enterprise and you're hungry to grow, well, the info we're unpacking today, it could literally change your whole trajectory. Let's get into it.
So, think about the everyday struggles you face when you're trying to scale up. Reaching new markets, whether that's domestic or going global, it often feels like you're just hitting a brick wall, right? You've got limited knowledge, tight financial resources, and man, the sheer cost of marketing alone can keep you totally stuck. But what if there was a structured, government-backed solution designed specifically to just tear down those walls? Well, that is exactly what the PMS scheme offers. It's basically a powerful engine to drive your domestic and global expansion.
All right, here is our roadmap for today. 1. What is the PMS scheme? 2. 5 key support benefits. 3. Who is eligible? 4. The application process. And finally, 5. Claiming your reimbursement.
Okay, Section 1. What is the PMS scheme? Removing market access obstacles.
At its core, the Procurement and Marketing Support Scheme is this government initiative that acts almost like a financial mentor for your business. It's specifically designed to help you get out there, participating in trade shows, adopting e-commerce, and it even trains you in modern marketing techniques. Think better packaging, barcoding, the whole shebang. It provides both the funding and the strategic tools you actually need to overcome that lack of resources and start successfully executing public procurement policies.
Moving right along to Section 2, 5 key support benefits. Tangible financial gains. Now, if you've ever wanted to showcase your products at those major trade fairs but you just couldn't justify the insane costs, listen closely to this. The PMS scheme will heavily subsidize your space rent. I mean, heavily. For general category units, they'll cover 80% of the approved amount. And actually, if you fall under SC, ST, women, or units in aspirational districts, that jumps to a massive 100% subsidy. No joke. This applies to domestic trade fairs, and they'll reimburse up to 1.5 lakh rupees for events in metro cities. You are essentially getting paid to attend major market access events. How cool is that?
So these financial benefits are built on 5 distinct pillars of support. First up is market access, which we just talked about with the trade fairs. Second is capacity building. This helps you modernize your packaging and branding. Third is technology. They'll actually reimburse up to 80% of the costs for your barcode registration. Fourth is retail outlet development. This one offers up to a staggering 30 lakh rupees in infrastructure support, which is huge, especially if you're selling geographical indication or GI products. And finally, the 5th pillar, free nationwide workshops to get you fully educated on export policies and public procurement.
But honestly, one of the most exciting pillars here is e-commerce adoption. The scheme actually provides financial assistance covering 75% of the amount you pay for e-commerce memberships. That's capped at a maximum of 25,000 rupees per financial year. This allows micro-enterprises to list up to 10 new products on major platforms like the MSME Global Mart, which, by the way, is operated by the National Small Industries Corporation.
And here's the best part. This assistance isn't just for some basic membership fee. It actually covers the crucial, real-world contingency expenses you need to sell online. We're talking professional photography of your products, proper cataloging, and even your advertising costs. All of that is eligible for that 75% reimbursement. It's an absolute game changer.
Taking a quick pause here. Dear viewers, if you like video, please like, subscribe, and share, and also make a comment you think is right. It really helps us bring more of these vital business explainers to the MSMEs who need them most. Okay, let's keep going.
Section 3. Who is eligible? Qualifying for the PMS scheme.
So, the eligibility rule for all of this is incredibly simple, but I have to warn you, it's absolutely strict. You must have a valid UDM registration number. That's it. But this active registration is the non-negotiable gateway to the entire MSME PM scheme. Literally, without it, you cannot even begin the application process. So make sure you have that sorted.
All right, moving to Section 4, the application process. Your first steps online.
Now remember this, and this is absolutely crucial. This phase has to happen before you spend any money. The process starts entirely online to keep things transparent. You're going to visit the My MSCME portal and log in using that UDM registration number we just talked about. From there, you just select your specific support activity, like say trade fair participation or maybe e-commerce adoption.
Finally, you submit your application and upload the required early proof. So for example, if you're applying for a trade fair, you need to upload your invite or participation proof right then and there.
Okay, Section 5. Claiming your reimbursement. Getting paid properly.
Now, please pay very close attention here, because this right here is where so many businesses fail. Let's vigorously clarify a massive point of confusion that causes a ton of rejections. The official documentation explicitly states that the online application form, which remember you fill out before the event, is entirely different from the online claim form, which you have to fill out after the exhibition is completely over. Both of these actions are mandatory for your reimbursement, and get this, they are found using entirely different links on the portal. I know, a bit confusing, but stick with me.
Finding that post-event claim form is, honestly, a bit of a treasure hunt. You'll go to the My MSME portal, click the PMS MSME box, and then you have to look for a link called Entrepreneur's View Application. The official guide literally warns that this link is in a small light blue font located at the very bottom center of the web page. I mean, you really have to look for it. Do not, I repeat, do not click New Application, because that is only for future events. Find that tiny blue link, log in with your UDIAM number, fill out the claim, upload your scanned docs, and hit Submit.
And this brings us to the ultimate red flag rule. The official mandate states, in all capital letters mind you, that this online claim form must be submitted within exactly 30 days of the completion of the exhibition. If you log on and try to submit on day 31, your claim will be automatically rejected, no exceptions. Miss this strict deadline and your reimbursement is completely lost. Poof, gone.
But wait, the online submission is only half the battle. You also have to physically mail this intense offline documentation package to your regional MSME DFO office. You've got to submit 3 distinct sets of documents and maintain a very strict sequence. Every single page must bear an original signature and an original company stamp. The guidelines explicitly state that Xeroxes, photocopies, or even colored printouts of signatures will absolutely not be accepted. You also have to include 3 original pre-receipts printed on your company letterhead featuring a 1 rupee revenue stamp, but, and this is quirky, you have to leave the actual amount blank for the government to fill in.
You also need to include a bank mandate form, verified and stamped by your bank. You absolutely must perfectly align your IFSC codes, RTGS enablement details, and account numbers. And when you submit your proof of payment, your debit account details must match the organizer's credit account details perfectly, backed up by valid UTR or transaction reference numbers. It's like a giant puzzle, and every piece has to fit exactly right. Depending on your specific claim, you might also need an affidavit with very exact legal formatting. It has to be printed on a 50 rupee stamp paper and duly attested by a notary public, complete with their notarial revenue stamp and seal. It's basically a sworn declaration that you haven't double-dipped by taking subsidies for the exact same event from some other government scheme.
Finally, there is a strict physical proof requirement to ensure you actually attended the event. You have to provide 2 original, colored photos of your exhibition stall. Crucially, these photos must clearly display the fascia, that's the signage with your company name on it, and the immediate surrounding locality of the trade fair so they have context. Plus, on top of that, you must provide 1 original colored photo of the interior of your actual manufacturing or services floor at your physical enterprise location.
Look, yes, I know, the bureaucracy is dense and the paperwork is incredibly strict, but look at the upside here. Up to 100% reimbursement for trade fair space, heavy subsidies for e-commerce, and vital financial support to modernize your entire business. So are you going to let a little paperwork keep you from leaving government funds on the table, or are you ready to push through, get organized, and truly scale your MSME? The tools are there, the funds are absolutely waiting, and now you have the blueprint. Time to get to work.